Dave Knows How.
Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about leveling the 3-point implement on the back of your tractor. So right now we got a box blade on here. And I keep reading and seeing comments all over the internet. People saying to use a level to level your 3-point implements. So today we're going to do that. We're going to level this box blade using this torpedo level. Okay? We're going to set it down here. This piece of steel right here is what we want to level because it's parallel with the cutting edge and we want that to be level. So let's bring the camera in a little bit closer if we can. Hone in on this bubble and see where it's at and how much adjustment we need. Okay, it's gonna get a little shaky now, but I don't wanna cut this video. I want it to be exactly as it is, and I'm hoping that I can pick up that bubble in there where it's at. I may have to digitally zoom in because I've got the camera is about as close as I can get it. Let's tilt this thing until the bubble is level. Let's see, is that right? Yeah, that looks about right there. That looks about right. We could adjust it maybe a little, just a hair more. Let's see. Let's see if we can. Okay, I mean, I think that's pretty daggone close right there. I'm gonna take this camera off the tripod. We're gonna bring it down, and you can see that bubble, if I could hold my hand still, is dead in the middle, right? Okay, let's put the camera back in the tripod. Bear with me. And let's back the tripod up. And now you tell me, does this implement look level to you? I mean, level says it's level, but does it look level? Because it doesn't look level to me. Now, I guess, you know, it's all in perspective as to what you're trying to level to. If you're trying to level to the earth, then yeah, it's level. But are we really trying to level this implement to the earth? We're not. We're actually trying to level this implement to the rear axle of the tractor. So we want this level with the same plane as the axle of the tractor. That's the level that we are after. We're not really after leveling this thing with the earth. Now, you know, some people may argue that there's applications where you would want to do this, And there may very well be, you know, we're not going to get into that though in this video, because what we're going to get into is leveling your basic implement to the back of your tractor. We're not really trying to level this thing to the earth. When you're cutting the grass and you're trying to level your brush hog, you certainly aren't leveling it to the earth. You're trying to level it to the terrain that you're mowing, and the terrain that you're mowing is going to change as you travel along. So wherever your rear wheels indicates level is, that's where you want your brush hog or finish mower or box blade or a landscape rake to be. That way it follows the terrain that you're cutting or mowing or whatever you're doing. Now, you know, if you're trying to cut down a hill or something, then, you know, you have to visually see that and then change the angle of your rear implement to suit whatever terrain that you're trying to augment and change. Let's take this box blade, let's move the tractor to another area, and let me show you a very good foolproof way to level your 3-point implement. Let's get that done. Okay, so we're at the back of the tractor. We've taken the box blade off. We've got a bee flying around. We're going to pull this pin off of here. And let's take a look at what we got here. So right here, these are the upper lift arms. These down here are the lower lift arms. And this piece that goes in between the two is the lift arm linkage. Now this one over here that's on the left side of the tractor sitting in the driver's seat, this is the non-adjustable lift arm linkage. The one on the other side is the adjustable lift arm linkage. So if we want to level our implement, what we need to do is we need to follow this linkage down to a point on this lower lift arm. It can be on the flat of the lift arm. I like to go to where this pin that holds it in place, where this pin is right here, the head of this pin, and take my tape measure and set the end of it right on the head of that pin and measure up to this pin that comes across here, right to the center will be fine. And we're at about 17.5 to the center, roughly. You can measure to the top side, bottom side, center, wherever. You could measure from there up, from the flat right there, up to the center of this hole in this pin. Whatever suits your needs. I like to go from there up here. And, you know, depending on which way you twist this thing, you'll get a little slightly different measurement. But with it like this right here, twisted this way, I'm now reading 17.75 to the center of this pin. So then we want to come over here to this other side. We want to measure it the same way. We want to put this right on the head, bring it up, and measure to the center of this pin. We'll make sure we got the tape measure twisted in the right direction, same direction. And we're measuring 17.75. So the 3-point's level right now. It's level. If it wasn't level, if it measured longer, then we would need to shorten this adjustable. If it was reading a shorter measurement than 17 3/4, then we would need to lengthen this adjustment and make this longer. And just adjust it until both of these are the same. So there you go. There's a pretty much a foolproof way to level your rear 3-point implement. Now, this video is a repeat video. I've made this video before showing this, but it seems like a lot of people have this misconception that you can use a torpedo level or a framing level or some type of level, slap it on the implement, and it's going to be level. And that's just not really what you're trying to do. You know, if you was trying to level it with the earth, then yeah, you can do it that way. But that's not what we're trying to do 99.999% of the time. We're trying to level the implement on the back of the tractor so that it's parallel with the rear axle of the tractor. That's basically what we're trying to do. Is when we're leveling this way, we're trying to level it with the plane of that rear axle. So wherever these wheels go, if we get on a hillside like this and the tractor's leaning this way, whatever's on the back is leaning that way. So if you got a brush hog back here, if you've got it level with the axle and you're mowing the side of a hillside, it's gonna cut level. If you was to be on that hillside and level this thing, it would be up level with the earth, and this side would be way up here, and the tractor would be like that. That's not gonna fly. So anyway, hopefully this video will help some of you guys just make it easier for yourself, you know. It's an easy way to do it, and I think you'll find that you have good results. I have good results doing it this way. And measuring this was actually brought to my attention by one of my subscribers, because I always measured from right here off the fender down to the implement, but measuring it this way is a lot more accurate, and it's pretty much foolproof unless you've got something going on here that's out of whack, or unless your implement is not welded together straight. That's going to be really the only time that this is not going to work. And so far with all my implements, it has worked perfectly. So I can't remember who the subscriber was that mentioned doing it this way to me, but thank you for that tip, and thank you for allowing me to share it with everybody. And hopefully we can throw this myth away that using a torpedo level is the way to go. It just drives me crazy when I see people do that. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.